All right, hello and welcome everybody. My name is Everest. Joining me tonight is Seaside. Seaside, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good, my man. And we got a game for you tonight, do we ever? It's exceL and Foundation, a cabooseless Foundation, man.
Yes, indeed it is. It is a cabooseless foundation as we are going ahead and getting into this pistol round right here. Right now, I do believe exceL is the heavy favorites. Cube already picking up one, putting himself to the good so far, starting this round off.
Yeah, he's going to pick up BB and now Foundation, a man down. And that catwalk push just got snuffed out with that pick. You're going to see them going out mid, and Cube got another one onto Haptic. And he's just playing this door position fearless. While two more found Karoo as well in tunnels.
Yeah, it's going to be on to Kuzo. Last one left up. He's trying to find those players coming out of tunnel. Gets double picked. It's 2 for Cube, 2 for Dumore. Or excuse me, 3 for Cube and 2 for Dumore. And that's going to be the round going in favor of exceL. Looking, like I was saying earlier, to be heavy favorites tonight. This is the quarterfinals here of our RGN closed qualifiers. What do you think? Do you think Foundation has a chance tonight?
You know, they were rocky early on in the season. They had actually a rough start and talking ESA, and now, you know, roster changes lately. No caboose, and they're trying out a couple new players. Not too sure how well practiced up they are together, and they're going up against a decent team of exceL, and we know the firepower on exceL is there. They've shown it, and they've made it this far. So, but as you said, exceL with the favorites, and I'm gonna stick with that. I think exceL's gonna take it.
Yeah, and if there is a map for these guys to take, for Foundation to take, it would be Dust 2. You know, Pugger's Paradise over here on Dust 2. A really good chance to upset here, as we are getting in here. They have all bought up Deagles, no armor. Losing a little bit of that money, but there is BB picking up one with the Deagle, getting that one Deagle. There comes Boyo coming out of the pit, gets one. Ian helps him out there, and now D is all in the corner trying to fight for his life. He gets taken down as well. It's all up to Haptic and Kuzo. Last two left up, but they have made their way up onto the bomb site, and they are going to get the bomb plant. So the little bit of a half buy there, if you will, with the Deagles works out. They get the plant, and one's going to go down, and they're both going to go down, and it's going to be a defuse for exceL. So successful half buy there.
They gotta be happy about that. Deagles, not the most expensive buy going into that, and yeah, bomb plant. Somehow they managed to sneak their way up catwalk, which surprises me, to be honest. And unarmed as well, bomb plant, and we're still sitting at a 2-0 scoreline. And Foundation now looking poised to have an extremely strong rifle buy, possibly if things work out. No, it's not gonna work out. I won't spill the beans. It's not gonna work out anyway. But the Deagles are back out. I was thinking the op, but they bought Deagles.
Yeah, they went ahead and went with the same idea as last time. Bunch of players setting up towards mid, trying to get picks in here. You can see already exceL coming out with that prevent B rush with the molly and nade to try and get them stopped in there. Taking 2 towards B off the start, and worked out because Corvu and Haptic are up there. You know, smoke it off now, and a little bit of firepower going down towards mid. Right now, nothing really exciting happening. We'll see if they're able to get a bomb plant in this round.
Yeah, that's ultimately their goal once again. As you mentioned, they have flashes to work with too, and let's see what they're going to do with them. They are just gripping up mid at the moment. There are 2 players there from exceL, and what can they get done? Close with the MP9 is Polo. He's going to find BB as well as D, and he spots bomb, and now Foundation have to fight for bomb control at mid double doors, and this gets scary.
Yeah, luckily Haptic is able to just slide past there, pick it up. Not quick enough with the SMGs or exceL. Haptic still challenging. There's 1 kill for Kuzo. Dumore taking out Corvu. Oh, what's going on? Kuzo tries to jump down and get the kill. Hectic. So they got A in there. Haptic, man. What?
Oh, boy.
Is it supposed to be Haptic? I don't even know. These people and their names, man. It just gets to the point where I just give up sometimes, you know? It's just like...
I'm rolling with Haptic. I like it.
Yeah.
And that round was hectic. That's
hectic
that
and
round.
Haptic. Yeah.
There we go. And 3-0. But here's the pivotal round, and as I mentioned, it looks like they did manage to squeak out the funds for Kuzo to get himself the op. No utility to work with, but head armor against these M4s and UMPs is critical. And we're going to see D gaining top Hall's control. Not too much expelled from him. Bomb left towards top mid, and you're going to be seeing Kuzo with that op. BB getting some spam through the door on Ian. But so far, it's just a default round coming up for Foundation and going for catwalk control as well at the start of this round.
And the one thing interesting to note off the round there was Kuzo has the op. He went towards long, but he didn't try and go for a quick pick out the doors. He ended up just working it slow. And sometimes you think it'd be better for him just to stay towards mid, maybe spot how many cross or anything like that. But he elects to go ahead and go towards doors, and he's just kind of holding it, almost as if he's the lurk, and he's going to try and sneak out here at the end. which is going to be interesting is the rest of his team is working on Cat, and it's going to be Koru. Ooh, he takes down one with the wall spam, and they're going to be able to get up on the site and get this plant, and they have no one to deal with here. They have one player towards long, one player in CT, so this is looking good for them, and if Takuso can come out long here.
Yeah, you know what surprised me there is they had full catwalk control, and all 4 players crossed the site. They do not plant for catwalk, they're planting for Takuso, but if he goes down here, that's that plan spoiled. They did not plant for cat, and they have to retake the site now, and they're going to get aggressive in catwalk off of this, but it's going to work out. BB finds 2.
He does find 2. He shuts it down. It's going to be on these last 3 players to pick it up. Ooh, there is a kill coming in from BB. Haptic cleans up the last one. Poyo was able to trade, but that's going to be the first round going in favor of Foundation, and that's the start they need to get on this first gun round. They're able to take it out, and it looks like we'll still have a buy coming in if the CTs choose to do so. They got Ong, who's a little bit low, but they are going to go ahead and buy behind it. And this is a round they really need to win, or else they're going to be on an eco.
Yeah, and they do not want to eco, and no one wants to ever eco. That's never fun. And what's going to go down here? Minute 47 on the clock. And what is happening around the map? And it looks like Foundation are just going to be playing this back, slow, methodical play that they've been going for. They get top mid control generally for free so far, and they're going to continue to do so. Bomb again, top mid. They don't want to commit to anything heavily. They're waiting for a pick. No picks to be found, and they're just going to get catwalk again.
Yeah, I think this is one thing we can expect probably most rounds from Foundation is they're going to do something slow off the start. Maybe once they know that they've kind of got them on the ropes on broken money over on the CT side, they'll try something more aggressive to try and catch them off guard or something like that. But right now, I think this is what we can expect from them. This time they're probably going to run a little more interference going up towards catwalk this time, as there's going to be a spot already. 2 kills make it 3 for the CT side, 1 going down on long, 2 coming up cat. That is BB picking up 1, and it's going to be on Hoyo trying to kill some. He does get 1. The Kuzo all by himself now. The least he can do is get a plant, but that's not anything that he's going to be able to acquire there, and he's going to go down to do more. 4-1, so exceL need to win that round to avoid being broke, and they are going to end up forcing an eco out of Foundation.
Yeah, just not too much money on Sound Foundation. As you mentioned, an eco round, it's definitely forced upon them. Question is this going to be a deagle round? What is this going to be for them? Are they going to go for an interesting little half buy? They're just going to get some armor on the board. And some players who had upper towards the $3,000 going to invest some armor, pistols, and utility to work with. And possibly another play for a bomb plant this round. That is the end goal for Foundation, but still sticking with a slow, far back mid play. And I got to respect this still.
Yeah, they did not push out really aggressively, but they are trying to come out mid, but it is crossfire right now. If they can get anything here, it would be a miracle. They are going to get smoked off. There's Q picking up 1. Duke is caught, and he's going to go down, but he is able to get 1, and it's going to be Haptic going down to do more. And that was a rather unsuccessful eco round there, as D-Meister, last one, gets cleaned up by Poyo, who went ahead and picked up that SMG, knowing that they were going to be ecoed.
Yeah, pretty much just a slaughter there in the middle, as you mentioned. And Foundation, now their money is a little staggered. Based on that utility and pistol buy, as you can see, 4,700 on Takuso. He's saving for that op, 4,400 on BB, and the rest of the players down to 2,000 average. So again, another eco coming up from Foundation. exceL having a great CT half so far, as generally, this map is so far considered T-sided, but not by much. A lot of people say it's even.
Yeah, it does end out pretty even. If you don't have your defensive tactics on lock on CT side, it can be a lot worse than maybe a 9-6, 7-8, you know, kind of scoreline. But for the most part, it's a pretty even map to say right now. But we are going to see him pushing out mid. No one there to take him out or cover it this time. That player with the op is going to spot. He's going to leg 1. There's Q picking up 1, but that is all he's going to get, getting punished by Takuso for coming out mid. 1 player and B all by himself. Ian able to come from behind and get 1, but Koru is right by the door. He gets 1 before going down to Ian, and Ian cleans it up. He is already on a 4K that round, and it was Q picking up the other one. So almost, if they had a smoke that round, they could have gotten into B, and because Q came out the door and got punished, and they could have overwhelmed that player in B, but no smoke, and that's no bomb plan for them in that round.
Yeah, they find 2 frags, so forcing a couple players on exceL to rebuy, but they had those rifles for a few rounds, so not the biggest of deals, but it is going to affect Ong as he's down to $600. Cubed has to rebuy it as well, but here comes the buy from Foundation. Op on Takuso, utility to boot this time. And what is the setup from Foundation? Switching it up a little bit, bomb is towards the B site this time instead of top mid. And it looks like they're going to be smoking Xbox, and again, gaining mid control, and let's see if they choose to go for catwalk control. It looks like exceL is just straight up giving it to them at this point.
Yeah, and there's already Detuzo holding that angle like we were talking about earlier. He goes ahead and sets up at long sometimes with that op, and he sets up perfectly to get the kill, but Dumore is going to go ahead and take that man advantage right back, take it out D. But you can see on this default, they kind of send 2 players up cat every time. This round, they are pretty far up there. They do have a player towards tunnel, but look at this. Look where Cubed is right now. He is, he's going to get the kill. They catch Haptic in tunnels. Haptic seemed to know that he had slipped through, but he didn't know that Dumore was going to be pushed up there as well. And this is really, really awkward for Foundation now in a 3 versus 4. And that bomb is not somewhere that that is easy to get to for him.
No, this is such a hard bomb placement to retake. As you can see, Dumore is able to support Cube from here as well as holding to the left of stairs where BB's coming from, and BB's going to be able to get himself close. Is he going to check Dumore's corner? He is, but Dumore, nice headshot there on his BB. Karu's peeking. We'll get the return frag, but are they going to be ready for Cubed, who is lurking close?
He was behind that box. He gets taken down by Karu, and it's going to be a molly actually going to delay him off here, so they're not going to have a lot of time to get in here. And they're actually getting flanked by Poyo right now. He spots one. He's walking up, spots the other. Can he get this kill? He gets the first, and he gets the second. Not letting them facing away from him get to him, and he's able to pick up both the kills there. And it's going to be 7-1, and exceL starting to run away on the CT side here.
Yeah, it's getting out of hand at this point. Foundation again on an eco. And let's see, the Deagle's already out in play. They do love their Deagles. Tech9 as well. I'm gonna assume, yeah, there's a utility buy, and they're gonna again attempt to go for another bomb plant. This time they've invested a little more heavily as the losing bonus has started to build. And again, they love their mid and they love catwalk, and why not when exceL gives it to you?
Yeah, and they're going to be able to get straight all the way up catwalk this time, and they're just going fast, and they're going to have On to deal with as he gets up here. He's going to get flashed off, and this should surely be a plant for him as they both just decide they're going to hold long here and wait for this lurk, and that bomb plant is going to be a thing for him as there is one player that's already dropped down into CT. He dropped with the bomb. Karu is able to throw it back up. Poyo is able to get the one player who was lurking out long, but now the retake is on for the CTs.
With a rifle advantage, utility to work with as well, it's just going to be an all-out slaughter as Foundation try to take these aim duels and 1v1s with just Eagles, Tech9s, and even some Glocks in the works. Unable to find a single frag. exceL going to have tons of money in the bank now to work with. Foundation pressures on this round. They got the bomb plant, so they have more than enough money to get everything, their dreams. They can buy their dreams right now.
Yeah, and I'd like to say it's a successful round for them to get a bomb plant at this point, but
Yep.
at this point it's almost too late. You know, they'd have to win this round and win the remaining 5 rounds to even have a chance to, you know, get onto that CT side and hopefully lay down a solid defense. But right now I think we're getting to the point where it could be a little too late. But there is Karu picking up one. That's Poyo going down out long. So early pick. Let's see if they can hold an advantage here. Ian is actually holding lower here. There are 2 players in tunnels, and he has actually let 2 players go up cat. So surely he can get a kill here as these guys come down the stairs. But he's going to go ahead and try and walk up mid. He knows some players are up cat, but he doesn't see Haptic, and Haptic gets the kill. This is looking like a Foundation round right now.
Yeah, it's such a smart play as well, because, you know, as you mentioned, Foundation, once they get the ops, they play back at long cage there, as you've noticed. When Detuzo gets his own op, he just stays back. This time throw, taking the advantage of the surprise and just going to be peeking long cage. It came as a surprise and gets the free frag on Poyo, who's stuck with a nade in his hand. And Foundation now get control of the A site, and it's going to be a 5v3 retake situation. And as you mentioned, a Foundation round is definitely in the works.
And you can see they actually did leave someone on catwalk this time, so they don't have to worry. You know, the round that they had before where they all got up cat, they sent way too many and they lost it coming back. So this round they do have players up there. There's one for D. Haptic gets traded by Dumore, and now it's looking a little bit brighter as they have a chance to bring this one down. Dumore coming up. Cube gets a kill now, and it's gonna be Dumore going down to Karu, excuse me, and it's gonna be all on Cube. He's gonna go for a spam, and it looks like he's just gonna elect to save, but he's already been flanked on by BB, and BB should be able to catch him unless Cube just decides to hide in pit, and that's what he's gonna go ahead and do.
Yeah, trying to save this up forward, and nice shot coming out from BB there. Takes down Cube and Foundation. Question is, can they carry this momentum and the gaps in the defense of exceL that they've exploited now multiple times? Catwalk, pretty much free. Long cage seems like a contested area now. Let's see if Foundation are going to go back to it. Something tells me exceL is going to use more utility towards the beginning of the round now, as they found Foundation likes to get aggressive there recently. And let's see how this round's going to play out. Foundation switching it up completely. 3 towards B tunnels.
You can see Peru is waiting for his pick. He's going to get flashed. He steps off. Let's see if he can step out and get this kill, because Pollo is once again playing on the side of that corner, but Amali's going to come in and molly him out, and he's not going to have the opportunity to get that kill. He's just going to go ahead and smoke it off for him there, and just taking out at long. But right now, just a slow work. This time we're actually seeing some cap pressure from Ian. He's up there holding with an op. He's going to get flashed off. He takes the shot, drops off. If that player didn't jump there, he might have gotten picked off by Haptic, who came up around the corner. But Ian is able to fall off and fall back to safety. But right now, if you are Foundation, you really need to win this round.
Yeah, you desperately need to, and they're going to be going for this mid-take here as well. You see Dumore up there in a cheeky position. He is going to get taken out by D. Flash comes in from Cube. Can he get two? He will line up. Take down BB as well as D. And just like that, 55 seconds on the clock. B site is abandoned. And there is still a player lurking mid. That is going to be Haptic, as the two remaining players from Foundation slowly work their way into the B-bomb site. And as I mentioned, there's Haptic, and he gets both as well. And this round, Foundation looking strong, finding these one-on-one duels and making it happen.
Yeah, and the bomb site is such a hard bomb site to retake, and with Haptic still by middle doors, this looks really difficult for exceL. There's already coming in a leg on Ian, so he's hit, and now he's going to have to worry about the players coming through. Online is able to get the first one, and now he's got the two players in bomb site to deal with, but with an op, it's even more difficult for him to retake. Already a flash coming through, and ooh, there's a Kuzo coming up and picking off Ian. It's going to be all on online. He comes through the window, and he's going to get taken down. So it's a third round for Foundation, and they are starting to claw their way back in this one, right about at the last moment that they really had to try and get back in on this first map.
Yeah, that's 2 in a row, and that's exactly what they needed, as you mentioned. Now, tricky situation for exceL here. Do they opt for some pistols? What do they go for? As they don't want to throw away this lead that they have built up on their CT side. And they are just going to go for a couple pistols, a couple sets of armor, Dumore and Ian. And let's see what these pistols can get done. If an exceL managed to squeak a couple weapons out of the hands of Foundation and bring them on to the next round, that's going to sting for Foundation, as their economy is not yet stable at all. But there's Crew finding Dumore on the B-bomb site. Here comes the push. Cube's down as well, and Foundation setting a standard on these takes right now.
Yeah, and it's kind of funny that Karu got both those kills with one player close that he picked up there. You think there's like 3 guys with AKs there, and the guy at the op is able to get the one with the headshot nonetheless. But he picks up the kill, and you can see already exceL is they're just gonna be hanging out, waiting to try and find maybe some exits. But if you're Root or if you're Foundation, do you go hunting right now?
I mean, you don't have too much to lose with 5,000 on one player. I'd send a couple players, see if you can risk it. But again, you have to keep in the back of your mind, is it just pistols, or is it pistol and armor? Is it anything that they possibly bought that we didn't see that they're saving? And again, at this point, is it worth it? And it looks like it's worth it at this point. Losing 1 player, losing 2 would definitely hurt them a lot more. But no, they are going to lose 2 as well. So you're going to see Karu still plenty of money to buy, but not as comfortable as they would like it to be, considering there are still a few rounds left to go in this half.
Yeah, definitely. And once they got the first 2 down, I think it was fine for them. And then losing the last 2 kind of sucked on their end. Losing those 2 players, losing a little bit of money, and they'll be able to buy in the next round. But you know, starting to build that economy. If they don't win here, they'll have that next buy not to worry about. And we can see already 3 aggressive towards the long tunnels for Foundation. They're going to go ahead and set up there, as there are 2 players towards B. Right now, just working a slow default once again for Foundation, not trying to get too aggressive, trying to find the picks for him, as BB is actually going to start walking in. The smoke's going to come in. Let's see if he decides to go through it. He was right on the edge of it, but decides, nope, we're not going to go through it, and moves his way back into tunnels, as Foundation still looking for that first kill.
You can tell by his posture he thought about it, and someone on his team called him out. His inner pug wanted to run through it, but he restrains the temptation. And now, exceL, look at the setup coming up from mid. This is Cubed and Dumore lining up, and Foundation are slowly pushing out towards mid double doors. Ian here on Catwalk is going to get challenged by the op of D, and this is tricky for Ian, considering he's not peeking and holding this, and D is holding that angle, but it looks like D's not too sure.
Oh, and that's really unfortunate for Dumore. He turns right at the wrong time, but Online is there, able to pick up the 2 kills and trade it off. That bomb still hasn't made a move or anything, so Dumore was waiting for a pop flash, and as he turned for it, the player walked around the corner. Kuzo walked around the corner and picked up the kill on him. But both kills were traded back, and it is looking good if you are exceL to get back in the right direction. There's Pollo picking up another one, and now it's all on D and Karu. Last 2 left up. Ops in both of their hands. 25 seconds. We'll see what they try to do. Dia's already hurt pretty bad here, and they have a player in pit to deal with. He's not able to get the kill off the bat. He does find Poyo, and there is another player at car they're going to have to deal with here in a second. But they don't really have time to stop for this, and ooh, they're both legged now. And there's going to be a player peeking in the corner. That's going to be online. He's going to get one. Ian gets the second, and that's a 9th round. And now this is where it gets kind of scary if you're Foundation, because if they lose this next one, they're going to be on pretty dire straits for money.
Yeah, they really want to win out the rest of this half if they want to have a chance on the CT side. exceL showing that they're on point tonight, winning these one-on-one duels, even with just a straight-up, no teammates, no utility. You've seen exceL coming out on top for the most part. In Foundation, they do not want to go up against a strong CT, or a strong T half of exceL without getting some rounds on under their belt for their own CT. And double up again in play, an expensive move. No utility on the side of exceL to work with. And only one up on the side of Ian. And they're coming up. Catwalk and Ian's already fallen. And Foundation got to be happy with this. Force out utility a little bit early and game themselves Catwalk control. But what will they do off of this? We haven't seen a drop play yet, keep in mind.
Yeah, they haven't done anything. Just maybe a couple players on like an eco or something like that. They had dropped down there, but not in a gun round. But this is also probably going to be the first round, if I remember correctly, that they're going to have to deal with Ian from car. He's been up on site a couple times, but not really been in this position where he's at the game helper car position. They're going to throw that little one-way on Catwalk to see if they can find something. But Cube has already walked through B, so they know where those remaining players are, and they're all towards A. And Ian's going to be busy here in a second. He is waiting for him to push through that smoke as it is about to fade, and two of those players are up on Cat. We'll see what happens here in a second. They try and boost over it, and there's Ian picking up the first. He's got 3 more players coming across here in a second. That nade is going to ward them all off, but they need to get out there and make a play. They haven't made anything happen just yet, as Ian has already moved all the way back, and they've decided, all right, we're just going to go ahead and retake this if they get up on the bomb site. And they're just going to go ahead and surrender it, and it's going to be on the CTs to retake.
Yeah, such a smart play for Ian. He knows the car position is so hard to clear for Foundation, especially late in the round with utility being low, and he falls back after getting one pick, but he will get taken down by D. D on site with an op, and exceL with an op as well. And exceL looking to make the free pick happen. They are going to find the head of D, and just like that, it's all on exceL, and 2 more. Going to be closing it out, and exceL 10-4, Foundation broke going into the final round.
And that is just not what you want if you're Foundation. They got a couple rounds on the board, and then there you go. They just end up losing rounds at the wrong time and putting themselves in a situation where they're going to be forced up with whatever they can get on this last round. And this is not what you want if you're Foundation. You want to come out here and show them, hey, we can compete with these premier teams. And right now, they're not showing it in this first half.
Yeah, they kept going for that double op, which caught exceL off the first round they went for it. But after that, it kind of just fell off. exceL's got a little more laid back. They're like, all right, we know we can't peek as much as we'd like to. We'd love to go challenge and be a little bit disrespectful, but we are going to show some respect towards the boys of Foundation. We know they run double ops when they can afford it. And just like that, though, already Ian opened up on BB, and Olo getting aggressive here on Catwalk. He gets the triple spray down, and that might be the pin in the balloon on this half for Foundation.
Yeah, I didn't think he was going to get it at first there. It looked like he was going to have some issues, but he ended up finding all 3. He got the last bullet headshot on the last player coming up. But that's going to be the end of the first half. exceL showing up as we expected him to show up in that first half, taking the lead, taking a strong half, and looking to probably close this first map out here with a solid C-side, and we'll see where it goes after the break. All right, and we are going to go ahead and jump into the second half here. exceL with, I'd say at this point, a commanding lead, going on to what a lot of people would say is, especially if you're the higher skilled players, the more dominant side. So this is definitely looking good for them, as they are going to be going into the pistol run here. We're going to see what they do. They're going to be sending that bomb straight off the bat towards Long, along with 3 other players, and then they are peeking the door, and they're going to go ahead and grab Long control off the bat. And as you can see, they've gone with an aggressive mid play here for Foundation. They've got players up mid, and ooh, there's going to be a great headshot coming in from BB. He's going to fall off, gets the 1, gets the 2nd. He's not going to find the 3rd. Ong is going to pick him up as he tries to come through that smoke. Oh, Haptic gets the headshot on Ong, and this is looking good if you're right now, if you're Foundation.
Yeah, this is a must-win pistol round for Foundation to have a chance in this game. Ian's gonna find Crew. Bomb does get planted, but Ian so far away from the A bomb site. They can even just ignore him at this point, but they want to kill him. And it's wasting so much time. There's still a kid on exceL, though. And it's all on Cubed in a 1v3. Stuck on site with a Glock. The push is coming from D, and D is going to hit that headshot. He will not miss that one. And Foundation are living. They win the must-win pistol round for them in my eyes. And now they're looking strong to gain at least the first 3 rounds, and possibly more going forward. And let's see if exceL are going to get a little cocky with this round lead, feeling themselves, and see how much they invest in for how long and how many rounds as well.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. We'll see if they decide to just go straight for the rifles here, because they know that they're going to possibly see if they go ahead and buy on this next round, the following round from this. But it looks like they're going to go ahead and find one SMG on Koru, and we'll see where it goes from here, as they are going to be sending that bomb. They haven't really decided where they're going to go with the bomb yet. It looks like it's going to go towards B. Nope. They're going to go back towards A. All right, now they've decided where the bomb's going. They figured out what they're doing now.
They have figured it out. But with just P250s, that's a 5-man P250 and a couple flashes to get out onto long. But you can see, look where Dazuko, I can't speak right now. They're pushing long.
It's okay. I forgive you.
Thank you.
But will chat forgive you? That's the real question.
I hope so.
The answer to that's probably a no. They're ruthless in there, man. You got to be careful. You don't want to turn the chat against you. It could be just a bad day. Anyways, coming up onto the bomb site. Already 2 kills going in favor of Foundation. Make it a third. Haptic picks up 1. And there's BB picking up 1 more and a second for himself. That's going to be the round for them. No one lost, so that is a good way to start it off there for them, as they are going to be going against this rifle buy here in this round. And they are, looking pretty good. Not losing any players, not having to rebuy anything. Still no rifle on Koru yet, though. That's a little spooky. And exceL as well.
Yeah. And look at exceL. They have come to play today. Foundation, they are not upgrading those SMGs, as previously mentioned, and Scout on D still. And it looks like exceL are just going straight up. They are already in tunnels, and they are coming out mid with a ton of speed, and there goes D already, and it's all on Koru in sight.
And unfortunately, he's still got an SMG, and he no longer has that SMG, as he has passed over to the afterlife, and that bomb is going to get planted by exceL, and now it's looking really difficult. Cubed with the lurk on Catwalk, picks up 1. BB punishes him, though, and now this is not what you want right now if you are, if you're Foundation. It's going to be all on BB. We'll see if he's able to save, but to be honest, it's going to be kind of difficult in this, this situation.
Yeah, BB alone, as previously said, and utility, you would love to save this. He wants to save all the utility he can. Going to the next round would be extremely important, but he's going to drop to online. And just like that, exceL coming back with the AKs, little utility to work with. They just plow right through mid-double doors, right into the Scout of D, drop him right away, and as we mentioned, Koru alone on the B-bomb side with that SMG, can't get anything done in Foundation. They go for this double glass cannon op. Now, let's see if this is going to pay off on CT side. It did not work so well on T, but on the CT side, let's see if this is going to catch the boys on exceL off guard. This seems like a last-ditch effort.
Yeah, this is like a frustration kind of buy right here, where you're kind of frustrated that you're down by 6 rounds, and you're just going to go ahead and buy what you can, or could even be a miscommunication buy. But I think one thing that's interesting to note is that literally everyone but Haptic has bought an op on CTs or on Foundation, and there's BB picking up 1, and this could be a good for him, but that smoke is going to come in, and it's going to kind of give him some issues here. Not exactly where, I don't think exactly where they wanted it to go to cover the front of the tunnels. It may go out a little bit to the right, but there's D picking up 1 through the doors, and Dumor's made his way close to the wall, and both those ops are right outside the door, and the rest of the team is coming into B, and Dumor trying to find that kill, but he's just going to be looking the wrong way, waiting for that pop flash. Oh, Dumor gets the jumping AK. Can he find the third right outside the window? He has 1 close. He knows he's right there, trying to get the kill. He's got another op peeking out from the door. Dumor looking to do work here in this round. He's already got 1. Make it a third. He's got 1 more by the door to deal with that Molotov right on top of him. The bomb still hasn't crossed, and right now, if you're a CT, this is not looking good for you to get in to the bomb site right now.
No, it's not, and I am a little confused as why both ops, one was in B and one was in mid. You think they'd separate them, put one towards long and even a bomb site, but Koru is going to take the head off Dunmore. Oh my goodness. Cubed finds Koru, and it's all into exceL, and he does have an M4 and armor to work with as well, and Poyo faking a plant cubed is low on HP towards tunnels, and here comes Kuzo sticking his head in towards door. He's waiting for Poyo to cross. He knows exactly where the bomb's planted, and cubed can't help him in this situation. It's all on Kuzo, and Poyo so wise to being pinned in there, just gonna pre-fire. And there we have it, exceL. They're gonna be breaking the economy of Foundation. And that double op, as I mentioned, one in the B bomb site, one in mid. You think they would separate it, because once they gave up that B bomb site, it's extremely hard to get in there and, you know, fight them off at that point. You can't run through smokes with a hop. It doesn't work out unless you're simple, I suppose.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Unless your name starts with an S and ends with an impul, you're not going to be able to run through the smokes and get those kind of kills. But alas, no one in here holds that name, and they're going to go for an aggressive catwalk play here. Maybe throw some nades towards lower. They actually do not have any nades, so excuse me there. I kind of lied about that one, but ooh, Poyo's going to get one, and it's going to be Kuzo getting another. Poyo gets a one tap, and it's going to be Haptic coming up mid, getting up one. So 1-for-1 trade so far, but being that this is a eco round, ooh, Haptic has recovered himself an op, and he gets the kill, and that is officially everyone over on the CT side having used the op this game, but it's down to a 1 versus 1. Koru by himself, 3 HP, and that bomb is already in B bomb site, and online it's going to get the plant. And I don't know if you're Koru at this point, do you go for it with 3 HP?
I mean, based on the score line, do you really want to go to round 14? Do you want to allow them to do that? You'll have to possibly eco again. 3-round losing bonus, not going to be too much. And he has a molly to work with, but based on his positioning right now, I think he was hoping that online would push into upper B, but it's not going to be done. But he is going to be going for this as well, and this man, he's courageous.
Absolutely, and about his only opportunity here is to walk up on him and catch him off guard, and he might just do that if he checks to the left here. Oh, he does, and he's going to get the kill! Now the question is, does he have 10 seconds? Nope, he doesn't. He's going to have to run, and he'd be lucky if he gets away at this point.
Yeah, it's going to be close. He might be living on 1 HP at this distance.
Okay, he got out of there.
But he gets the kill, but unfortunately no kit, and that is heartbreaker. Still forcing the boys on exceL to buy, so keeping their economy a little bit in check. Foundation going to be forcing around this as well. They had the money to boot. Getting those frags with the pistols just gave them a ton of money to work with. Ops out on crew as well. Now the question is, where do you send this off of crew? And the answer is, where's number 9 on my map? He is in B.
And there's going to be a flash coming in off the mat to try and slow him up. But it is no one there to follow up that flash. Just kind of trying to land Haptic. He gets the first kill on Ian, and it's going to be traded by online already. So 1-for-1 trade to start off the round. And you see aggression towards Cat. The Kuzo is going to go down, so that's 2 for online now at the Cat area, and they're going to be able to work their way up. And it's going to be on BB to try and make something happen here. He is kind of trapped at this moment. There is a player still holding that long flank, so he has to worry about that. He's got to worry about this plethora of players coming up Cat here in a second as the flashes and nades are coming over, and here comes exceL moving on to the bomb site, and they're going to find that there is no one there in just a couple of seconds, and they're going to have a free bomb point. Do more finds BB, and that nade is going to find online, and it's going to be D going down. It's all on Koru, and he's going to push up on the site. If he hits that flick, he has a chance, but he doesn't hit it. He goes down, and it's match point now for exceL.
Yeah, Foundation fighting desperately there, and that round, in my eyes, that was a pivotal kill. If BB was able to get the one on long, he would have been able to transfer that to his teammates, saying, all right, long's clear, we have full control, worry about site crosses. But there's always in the back of the mind that the player in long was going to peek and take them down from behind. And 15-6 now, and Foundation, this is what the kitchen sink buy looks like. A couple Deagles, 5-7. I see that Zeus Koru, and a FAMAS, and, you know, let's see what they do with it. And they're just going to run a default setup. I would like to see them do something a little bit more aggressive and risky.
It looks like you're going to get it as they push through B tunnels here. Koru and D-Meister coming through, trying to find someone lurking, and I think they might catch Poyo in the back here. Poyo is not aware to anyone being behind him. Oh, no! Wow. Koru had him caught, but Poyo getting the flick headshot and doesn't find it. But there's going to be 2 kills, and it's going to make it 3 going back for, Ro8, whatever their name is, Foundation. Oh, my goodness! What in the world is happening right now? How did they win that round?
That was so hectic and just constant gun battles. And exceL, you saw D-Meister with the FAMAS there in T-Spawn just popping away as every member on exceL was full blind. And D, top mid with T-Spawn, able to get those kills with the FAMAS. That's crazy. And Foundation's just throwing their bodies all over the place. And that's what you call just a lucky timing round, as I thought it was over as soon as Kuro went down with a taser, but that's pretty crazy. But it looks like exceL, again, they love this mid play, gonna find Haptic right off the get-go. Here they come, the train out mid.
And they're gonna catch BB, and it's gonna be, oh, they do still have 2 players in bomb site, so this could work out for them, but I don't think it's gonna last long. And oh, the spam comes in and gets B, and that's the bomb site. It's all on Kuzo. 1 versus 4. He's gonna have to make a miracle right now as he comes in here, and honestly, this is GG for this one right here. Kuzo is gonna go down 16-7. Your first map score line. It's gonna be exceL taking it over Foundation. We'll be back in just a few for the second map of this quarterfinal match here in the RGN closed qualifier. My name is Everest, and joining me was Seaside. So we'll be back shortly, and hang in there, guys.
See you dudes soon.